Okay.
Here we go.
Try again.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Hello.
So we only had 2 elements to our presentation, and the first one was we had a PowerPoint that labeled the 7 different ways that millennials lead, and the second part was our group activity, which is when we explained something and we had the class get up and do something in back of the room.
Cut. Everything they want.
Whatever. We're gonna go into that.
Alright, so we're gonna go over the roles real quick. We're gonna talk about what was actually done, and then we're gonna compare it to what we speculated and thought would be done for each person. So Patrick here, what he did submit the contracts, he submitted the speculation and the topic choice. He reminded us when the presentation was, and he provided the camera and the tripod, and he was very accommodating with the schedule. How this compares to what we thought he would be like. It was actually pretty spot on. He did a great job. We did use the word outspoken in the speculation. We think maybe there could have been a different word used, but actually he feels that way. It works.
So what I did for the group was I reminded when the discussion topic
Actually,
was
no, I'll talk about you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Got some stuff to say.
So, Amberlyn here reminded us that the discussion topic is due, and she submitted the lesson plan for us, which was very nice. She also took it upon herself to create the PowerPoint for our presentation. And she also reviewed and edited the lesson plan before submission, which was good. However, she was a little forgetful with scheduling, but since she lived on campus, she was very convenient to meet with. So, essentially everything was pretty on point. Yep.
Thanks, Patrick.
Just tell me how you really feel.
So
From the heart.
Allison reviewed and edited the speculation paper before the submission time. However, she was very difficult to meet with because she does live a little further, but she tried her best and we got it to work. In regard to the speculation paper, she didn't provide as much brainstorming for the activity and did procrastinate a little bit, but at the end, we got it all together.
I don't want to talk about myself.
Okay, so last we have Gabby here. Yay! She did recommend that we rehearse before we actually did the presentation, and that worked for us well. Kind of. I still said a lot, but it's good enough. Anyway, she was very informative with her schedule, so even though we didn't end up meeting too many times, at least she threw it out there when she was available. But in regards to the speculation, she did take the lead and she did divide the work pretty well with the 4 of us.
Ooh, can you make sure that's recording?
Alright, more on the rules. We all divided the lesson plan pretty evenly. Patrick explained the activity to the class. He demonstrated as a group we demonstrated how it was done. Amberlyn
With
did the
our
recording.
awesome rap.
Boom, snap, clap, boom, snap, clap, snap, boom, snap, clap, boom, snap, clap, snap.
Hey everybody, here's our group. It's Young What's Up. It's a pretty awesome group. We are the ones we like having fun. We lead with compassion all together as one. We may not be trusted, but that's okay. We're creative, collaborative, happy, and young.
Oh yeah.
It was too awesome.
Apparently.
Gabby was very good at doing the timekeeping, telling the class when to begin, commence.
Is everyone almost done with their Gabby, can you go first?
Patrick covered at the very end a little reflection pad with the class after that.
Yep. And everyone else in the group did about 2 important elements in millennial leadership.
What was effective in our group? Conveying the most important aspects of millennial leadership. Our lesson plan we feel like was kind of spot on with what we had to tell the class.
Things that were less effective, we could have provided better specific examples for each element of millennial leadership. We could have gone a little bit into more depth. We could have encouraged the groups to make longer performances. I feel like with our demonstration of our rap, it was at the correct length that we wanted the skits to be in, but when the groups got together, the skits ended up being a lot shorter than we thought. So if we would have gone around and encouraged them to make them a little bit longer, add a little part here and there, that would have been a little more effective.
We did say we wanted to be more energetic too, right? We got that?
Yeah.
We also wanted to be more energetic.
We feel like we were really dry. And I should have rehearsed myself a lot more. So I had no idea how many times I was saying, That was annoying.
So we faced challenges like every other group would. Combining schedules was like very difficult for us. A lot of us live off campus. We have different work schedules, classes and such, so that's always difficult. It's normal, but we're here and doing everything, so yeah.
Look, we're here right now.
Here and now.
Oh,
Yo,
yes.
what's up?
So staying connected, like communication, sometimes we lack that. Some of us weren't sharing when we were meeting and stuff, but and we also had difficulty deciding on activity, which Allison and I did not really contribute to the activities, like brainstorming for that. Patrick and Amberlyn, however, did come up with several ideas and decided what's more appropriate for the class and the time frame that we had.
So some tasks that were a little bit more easy to do for our project was coming up with material to teach. When we were researching our topic, it was pretty clear what distinguished millennial leaders, and so that gave us really good direction is where to go with our lesson plan. Also practicing the lesson was pretty straightforward too, mostly thanks to Amberlyn's awesome PowerPoint. Gave us some good guidance there. And the activity was also pretty straightforward, wasn't too complicated. And also when we were actually together, we were able to all meet together, collaborating with material and coming up with material was also not very difficult. And because of some of these easier and a little bit more difficult tasks, the difficult task, one issue that we had there was that it was stressful, that we didn't budget enough time for those tasks that took a little bit longer. And due to the difficulty of meeting with a group, it was a little bit easy to procrastinate, and sometimes the work that we were doing wasn't uniform, it didn't line up as well as we would have hoped.
It was a really good experience, you know. It was difficult to meet up, but everyone has different schedules, like I said, but I mean, we completed all the work. Everything's done, and I think we worked well with each other.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're still friends. Yep.
So some easily completed tasks were coming up with material.
We're done.
Dude, I almost did the same thing.
Did you do this?
Yep.
I guess I'm not exciting to listen to. You just fall
So
asleep.
thank
on
you
the
for
car.
listening to our video.
I'm so sorry.
She needs a nap.
She's sorry.
I need
Yeah.
to nap.
And
I think we all need a nap.
we all need to eat.
And
so
hungry
on that
and
note,
tired. I think we're gonna cry a little bit.
But yeah, overall,
gonna
I
listen to some
think,
Celtic music.
although we have like different
We
schedules.
did listen to Celtic music
Celtic.
Celtic.
Are we really sending him this whole video?
Anyways,
So we,
We're gonna crop it.
I guess it works.
Oh, we're gonna
Overall,
crop
it
the
was a
video?
good
Is that what you
experience.
say? Crop?
it's alright.
Hey everybody.
It's just dead.
I thought we were watching this as a class.
Okay.
Hi Ben.
Hi, Ben. Okay, so,
Really
oh my
hoping
goodness.
for the moonwalk.
Yeah, we missed the moonwalk. You missed that too, Ben. Sorry. She was supposed to moonwalk for us.
Yeah, it would have been great. Dang.
Oh.
Okay, so what we did, the elements of our group activity, the lesson plan. You should start. Okay.
Can we leave? Yeah, we can do this. Okay.
We need to do like a deep breathing
We're a pretty
exercise.
awesome troop.
No, let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay, wait. Do you want me to do it?
Okay.
I can do it. I can do it.
Are you sure?
First.
Damn,
Does that help?
The hands. Okay.
Crap.
with their hands, remember that.
Can you not make fun of that, please?
Start.
Sounds cute.
Go. Go.
Okay.